going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back, you can see, at Copart today with another walk around. Unfortunately, there weren't a lot of cars to pick from this week, so it's going to be slim pickings. You're only going to get one Copart video this week. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. And one of the cars is a repeat from last week. So we're not going to spend any real time on this one. I just wanted to point out that this one was still here. 2018 Audi A3 with 42,000 miles. It is a rebuild, but honestly, they did really good on this one, guys. The rebuild was really good. It looks nice. It was on the driver's side. And if you look close, you might find a few little imperfections here or there. I'll put you right up on this fender so you can see the fender, the gaps, the bumper. I'm sure you can spot it. There's a few little issues there, but honestly, if you don't have a trained eye and you're not looking for it, you're probably never going to see it. And I think the best part is nobody's going to know. They're going to know. How would they know? They're never going to know. They're going to know. Okay, anyway, we're not going to spend any time on that. I think they're asking $17,000 for that car. I don't know, it doesn't seem like too bad of a deal, but it did have a check engine light on, and I just wasn't all for that. But the one we're actually here to show you is this one. I need you guys' opinion on this. $1,500? Yes or no? Remember, this is a non-runner. And also remember, the thing is just dinged up all the hell and back. Look at this. I mean, those are all scratches and dings, guys. I mean, it's pretty rough. Remember, it's got burn through on the back here. You got a big old dent right there. Now, it is listed as a non-runner, but it does run. It does run, and it ran really well, and it only has like 85,000 miles on it. Busted taillight. And then down this side, okay, you got the burn through up here as well, but down this side, again, with the dings. Really bad dings and scratches, and just it's really rough, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Oh, is that moisture on the inside? Why would there be moisture on the inside? The windows are closed. Another thing that kind of concerned me about the car is the windshield. If you take the windshield wipers off your car, like, the car is done, right? In my opinion, am I wrong? Like, if you jack your own windshield wipers, the car has to be done. Yeah, the windows are all closed, but yet the windshield is just full. Ooh. Ooh. Wow, okay. Well, never mind. I don't need you to answer that question anymore. Somehow moisture has gotten into the car. I don't understand. All of the windows are up, but look at the amount of moisture. And this isn't like in the morning. What you're seeing, all of that cloudiness, those are water droplets inside the car. And it is a bright, sunny day, all right? It's well afternoon, and we still have water inside it. Okay, well, you know, I bid it up to like $500 because I know that it runs, and nobody else does other than you guys. And I thought, well, this could be fun on the channel. Then I bought the E36, the little 318 BMW, and I got it for $450. And I was kind of like, I mean, $450 for that, or $1,500 for this, buy it now. And I think I just answered my own question. But anyway, you know, what do you guys think? $1,500? I'm thinking no, but drop your comments down below. Let's move on to the first new car of this walk around. Next on my list is a 2009 Nissan Altima. It's listed as a run, not a drive. Start only. So this is front end damage, which I can, you know, I can see a little bit. I don't see anything too crazy. That clip is really loose. Very loose. That needs to be put back on. The bumper is missing some plastics, I'm sure, on the underside that helps support it. The hood, well, the paint just... I wonder if the whole car used to be silver and someone painted it black, or if that's just a replacement hood from an accident. And, I mean, guys, you could take a look. Look at this hood. It still shines. Okay, which means this wasn't even sanded. They literally just painted right over original paint. You can't do that. You can't do that. Paint doesn't adhere to paint and or clear coat like that, guys. You got to at least scuff it up with some Scotch-Brite or something. Anyway, I'm curious about this one because I do like these little cars. This one looks like it's had kind of a rough life, but I do like these little cars. It's missing all of its hubcaps, I think. It's a little 2.5. It's probably a CVT. Oh boy, I didn't even see it. How did I miss that? It's got a flat on that side too? Well, I see a lot of these that are listed as non-runners, or they're listed as start but not drive, and you find out they actually drive. Like that, you know, and because of the way they're listed, most people don't come out here and look at the cars for themselves. So a lot of times cars like this will go for nothing. For nothing. You put some tires and some hubcaps and maybe replace the hood with a proper black one from a junkyard, and you might actually have you a decent little car. Or you might find out the car's a total turd, and that's how it ended up here to begin with. Something like CVT transmission went out, you know. That would suck. But if you get it on the cheap, I guess it's not that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and pop the hood real quick. It looks like it's already popped. Well, it doesn't even latch, I don't think. There's no latch. Okay. The cable is down there. Okay. Oh, and the battery's gone too? Oh boy. Oh boy. I have a rule that I don't always follow. There are exceptions to every rule, right, guys? But I have it's a general rule of practice for me. If a car has the battery taken out of it, or the windshield wipers taken from it, it's probably not something I want to mess with. Yeah, battery's gone. You have your trans dipstick here. I'm curious what that would look like. Can I even... They make that a bear to get to. Okay, well, I think it just clips. Anyway, I can't find the clip. How about the oil? Yeah. You know, it's oil, I suppose. Maybe a little watered down with gasoline or something. I don't know. I'm not going to bother sniff testing it today. Let's throw a jump on it. This one may actually not drive. All right, we got the jump pack on it. See what it does. Guys, it's a beautiful day today. I rode my motorcycle out here today, and I'm here to tell you I haven't ridden that bike in weeks. And man, it felt good getting back on that bike again. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You put your bike in the garage and you just kind of forget about it. And you walk past it and you're kind of jealous of it, right? Because it looks better than we do. Yeah. Boy, I miss that bike. I do. I really miss that bike, and I enjoy driving it. But I'm here to tell you, it is a little nerve-wracking riding a motorcycle, man. Cars out here, they really don't care. They don't care. They're not careful of you. They just pretend like you're not even there. Makes you real nervous to get out and ride. At least it does me. Ooh, she's got severe misfires. No, it moves. It moves. Ugh. Okay, something very sticky on the on that shifter. I mean, that is gross. 100. Oh, it started running better. Hold on. It seems like it's running a lot better, actually. 187,000 miles. What do you guys think? Important window? Of course not. Oh, that's... Nope. Every other window works. Just not the important one. Sometimes that could just be the... Sometimes, guys, you gotta just fiddle with the switch, and sometimes it'll come back. Ah. Uh-oh. 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 No. No, 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 no. See what I mean? I'm telling you, many, many times it's actually the switch. People think it's the window regulator or the motor. So we got an important window that works. Air conditioning, that's going to be not so much. It's actually running perfect now. Guys, it's not misfiring anymore. We do have a battery light, which sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes the battery light comes on because there's no battery. A true story, sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes the battery light comes on because the alternator is bad. So it looks like she needs some tires. She's got an airbag light flashing. I don't care about the airbag light. Listen to how smooth she's running now. Listen to this. Wow. Okay. It's almost like the car's sitting here going, man, this is my last chance before the scrapyard, guys. Question is, will these tires air up? I mean, these tires are bad, guys. These tires are real bad. The sidewall's half ripped off of them. They're dry rotted. They may take air though. They might, just enough to get it home. This one, this one's gonna need a bit. It's gonna need a bit. Oh, she's smoking like a son of a gun too. What is that? That is oil. Oh yeah, she is. Look at all that smoke. Okay. Huh. That's interesting that it's smoking from that side. That's the intake side. The exhaust is over here. I'm going to shut it off immediately. It's definitely oil. Oh wow, she's smoking real good. Yeah. No. Normally I'd be like, no big deal, valve cover leak, right? Somebody's already, I think, removed this for the most part. It's, oh wow. It is blowing oil everywhere. Where's that oil coming from? I mean, look at this. It is nasty under here. I find it very odd. Yeah, that oil cap is tight. I find it very odd we have so much smoke blowing from the intake side of the engine and not from the exhaust side. I don't know, guys. Comment below, tell me what you think. Should we take a chance on her? I feel like this is a car you're going to air the tires up, get down the road, and it's going to catch on fire. I don't know. Let's take a look and see what the bids are real quick. Well, guys, there's no bids on it. None. And I can't just let it go out like that. So why don't we start the bid at... can I even click on any of this? Nope, this is not working. You know what that means to me? That tells me it ain't meant to be. Man, I can't even click the bid buttons. Nothing. Oh wait. Starting bid 90, max bid 125. Can we do that? Boy, this is the app is all messed up. Okay, we're winning it for 90 bucks. There you go, guys. That's it. I'm not messing around with this one anymore. Next on my list, a non-running 04 or 05 BMW X5 with the 4.4 liter, the V8, 145,000 miles. It's an 05 X5. And I don't know if this is a all-wheel drive or not. We'll take a look at that real quick. It's an X5, but it doesn't say that it's an all-wheel drive. So I don't know. We do have a spare tire here, and you can tell the back end is sitting kind of. Back end seems to be sitting kind of wonky there. Huh? I don't know. I do know this. This one's in pretty rough shape, cosmetically speaking, and probably mechanically speaking as well. The other rim is back there, though. Jessica. Oh. Whoa. Oh, that's just. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I thought the rim was busted. Look at that. That'll cut you, man. That'll slice you. What the hell? Look at those the rotors. Look how rusted those rotors are. This thing hasn't run in a long time. This thing hasn't run in a long... Okay, it hasn't driven in a long time. And these wheels are just tore up. I mean, they're just... Look at this. They're just tore up. Look how bad that is. Huh, okay. So no doubt it's been sitting a while. I think we can agree on that. Dang, man. It's got lots of little dings and dents, but I'm telling you, Jessica loves these things. I gotta admit, they're kind of cool looking. They're kind of cool looking. And whatever's going on over here, this side just don't look right to me. Not at all. Uh-oh. Whew. Now, Jessica doesn't know about this one. That smells like a flood, dude. Ooh, good Lord. No, this is a pedal, but it smells like a flood. That smells bad. That smells real bad. Jessica doesn't know about this. She loves the X5s. She does. She loves the X5s. And I've been telling her for a while, I don't mind going out and grabbing her an X5. I know it doesn't bother me in the slightest. The problem I have is she really wants an X5 with a V8. And I keep trying to tell her that that's, you're asking for too much, you know? Like, you want an X5? Fine. Let's get an X5, but how about we get one with the 3-liter, right? I think the V8 is a bad idea. I just feel like it's a bad idea. But I thought, you know, if we could find one for a reasonable price, maybe it's something I can fix up. She would love to have one of these, guys. She would love to have one of these. So she doesn't know about this one at all. I'm looking at this because if I can get it to act like it's capable of doing anything, I may just be interested in purchasing this for her as something that I can fix up for her. Because she wants the dang thing so badly. Is there coolant in there? I don't think there's coolant in there, guys. There's a little thing in there that's supposed to shoot up when there's coolant, and it's not shooting up. So I'll tell you what, BMWs and cooling systems, right? they just don't work together well. That's all I got to say. Oh, it smells. Yeah, this one's kind of rough, man. This one's. I hear an air compressor. Oh, the vehicle's leveling out. 4x4 inactive. I guess all X series are going to be all-wheel drives, right? Uh-oh. I guess that would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, if it's an X series, then it's going to be an all-wheel drive. I think we have a connection issue there. Let's try it right there. BMWs and electricals, right? Oh, I gotta stop. Oh my gosh, is that the Land Down Under? Oh Lord. You're kidding me. Okay. Alright, alright. I'm gonna cycle the key a couple times because I don't know if it's just me, but it sounded like it almost tried to fire up, right? She's got gas. No, I don't think she wants to, guys. But it sounds like it's got relatively good compression. Well, I'm not going to do it anymore. It's a pedal car. It's probably not going for much. Oh, look at that. So it's on air ride in the back because that is definitely higher than it was. That looks a whole lot better. The tie, this is just like, this is a project for sure, guys. Ooh. Yeah, she's got a nice scrape down here. If I bought this for Jessica, she might get mad, honestly. This thing's kind of a, yeah, this thing's kind of a piece. But it sounds like it's got even compression. And when we first cranked it, it sounded like it tried to start up. It really did. It really did. It could be a fuel pump. Imagine that, a fuel pump. Throw a fuel pump in it, you got you an X5 that runs and drives with 145,000 miles. You know, clean up the headlights, give it a bath, and a set of tires, and who knows what else is, you know, hiding underneath here. It's something to consider. I'm going to pull up the app real quick. Let's see what it's going for. Maybe it's something we could throw a bid on. Well, they want $1,550, buy it now. And it's a non-public, meaning only a dealer can bid on it. See right there, non-public clean title. So only a dealer can bid on it, which means nobody's going to bid on it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and throw a bid on. Oh, that looks much better. I'm going to start out at 150. I'm going to start at 200 bucks. Okay, I'm going to set a max bid of 500. To me, it's not worth more than that. You know, we'll go ahead and drop these bids on it. There we go. We're winning it. Current bid. You're probably wondering, why do I start out at 200 when I could start out at $90? Some cars, I'll start out at $90, guys, because I really don't want them. And if I get them for like $90, great. Other cars like this, I don't want the scrappers getting in, because scrappers are going to be like, ooh, scrap metal value. So I want to bring the bid above what they're going to be willing to pay to just keep the scrappers away. That way, the only people bidding are going to be people like me that are interested in purchasing it for like putting it back together instead of just sending it to the scrapper. Next, are you tired of Expeditions yet? 04 Expedition. I don't think we've looked at this one before. It's hard to remember. She's got some of those knobby tires, Real good for off-roading things. Is this the 3-valve though? I just cannot remember if the 3-valve started in 04 or what. It's got a nice set actually of Cooper Discovery RTXs. Or is it a full set? Cooper Discovery or Hankook? Okay, so it's got a bunch of mismatched tires. That's, you know how I feel about that. What do we got over here? This is a Grabber, okay? A General. Yeah, so she's got a full set of mismatched tires. A full set of mismatched tires. I don't feel good about that. And when I see lots of grease and grime all over the door here, it does concern me a little bit too. Same thing with the steering wheel. It makes me wonder, like, did they spend all their time working on this, and that's why it's got grime and grease all over it, because they spent so much time under the hood? Another thing that concerns me a little is it's got a dealer tag on the keychain, right? Yep. You know, so far I'm getting a picture here. You know, lots of mismatched tires, grime all over the interior, a dealer tag on the key, and oh wow, that's nasty. Yeah. Okay. And look, somebody's replaced a computer module right there, right? Salvage yard computer module. If you look down at the alternator down there, you'll see, can I even get you in down there? Way back there, there's a bolt missing right there. See it right there in the center of your screen? Yep. The engine cover is missing. This is not good. This is not good. Is this a runner or no? Maybe this is a non-runner, I bet. No, it says it runs and drives. Okay, well, let's put a jump on it. So will it run? Probably. It says it does, so I imagine it probably will. I'm just not I'm not very confident in this unit. And probably really don't want this unit. It is four-wheel drive. All-wheel drive, I should say. Okay, instant misfire like crazy. That might clean up. Probably not if it's a 3-valve. Yeah, she's misfiring pretty heavy, guys. What do we got for lights going on down there? Brake light. That's it. Low brake fluid level. Airbag light. Seems to be about it. Ooh. Oh no, she runs awful. Yeah. Well, the important window works. I guess that's got to count for something, right? Air conditioning. The important thing, it don't matter if it's a misfire, guys. You can drive it all day long on a misfire, right? Just as long as the AC works. I'm kidding. You should never, never cruise around in cars with a misfire. Ever. It's a bad idea. Bad idea, guys. You cause a lot of damage. Does the all-wheel drive work? Hell, if it does, I don't see anything that tells me. There it is, 4 high. Yeah, I heard the transfer case shift. Sure. Okay, so it appears 4x4 works. Whoa. Okay. That was scary. The AC works, but I'm gonna turn that off. That sounded really, really bad. This to me looks like something that somebody was working on, trying to figure out how to fix it. And you know, they threw some parts at it, never could figure it out, and eventually just, you know, this is where it landed. Yeah, guys, I just got a bad feeling about this one. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think, but oh, look at this rust too. Oh boy, you see that rust in there? See, the more time you spend coming out here and looking, that's why I recommend to you guys. And believe it or not, Copart recommends it too. They do. Believe it or not, yes, Copart recommends that you come out here and you look at the cars yourself. They don't want to sell you something that you don't want. But let me tell you something. If you bid on it, if you win it, if you buy it, baby, it's yours. It don't matter. What's that old saying? The old car lots used to say, the old car guys used to say back in the day is, you know, I sold to you. I don't care if it falls apart in 2 pieces. You own both pieces. Guys, that's a fact. So you need to come out here and check these things out for yourself. For me, I'm just not interested in this one, guys. It's a comment below. This is an 04. Is this the 3-valve? I think it is. I think 04 was the beginning of the 3-valve, and it went all the way to like 07 or 04 to like 07 to 09 was when they were having all of those problems. I think. But someone definitely correct me down below. Let me know for sure. I'd appreciate it. Next on my list, a 2015 Corvette Stingray, baby. Oh, it makes me miss mine. C7. It really does make me miss mine. Like, real bad. Real bad. But this isn't the car I'm going to show you. We're actually looking at a Hyundai. No, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. That car's not for sale yet, so I can't play with it. But we have a wonderful Hyundai Sonata back here. Hey, don't knock the Sonata, man. They are good cars. Why is this one here? I don't know. I don't know. It's a stick? It's a stick? Okay. Now, is this the 4-cylinder or the 6? Okay, because they had a V6 in these. It was a timing belt motor, if I remember. I think both of them were timing belt. If this is the stick V6, I gotta have it. Even if it's a 4-banger, I'd probably take it anyway. Let's see. Oh, well, that's all right. Is this not a timing belt motor? Is it a timing belt motor? Hell, I don't know. I don't think that's a timing belt motor. It's no, that's a timing chain motor. Okay, I thought these were still timing belt. I could have sworn that they were. What year is this exactly? An 07 or, let's see down here. It is a June of 08, so it's an 08. It's an 08. You think it needs a jump, or do you think it's going to fire up? Let's check some fluids. Somebody must have had this running a little while ago. Pretty green. Looks pretty decent. Very reasonable. Engine oil. There won't be a trans dipstick, guys. Engine oil looks pretty dang good too, doesn't it? Wow. Okay. Let's check that automatic transmission fluid. I'm kidding. Okay, she's got coolant. She's got a fairly new looking battery on her too. Duralast Gold. This is a car that makes me think somebody took care of it. Could have belonged to an elderly person. It's got a something GT. Something GT radial. I don't know who it is. VP Plus. Okay, but that looks like a relatively new tire. What is this one over here? This is a Vento. I think this is a GT3. So I think these may be possibly the same brand. Just one is newer, that, you know, one pair is newer than the other. This is a Vento as well. And hell, I can't see, but this is going to match the tire on the other side for sure. And then over here, this is a brand new looking, I mean brand spanking new looking set of GT Touring VP Plus tires. So nice pair of tires on the front and a nice pair of tires on the back. Let's go ahead and put the key in and see what it does. I know you're probably thinking I'm crazy for looking at a Hyundai, right? But honestly, this car is nice. This car is really nice. I don't see any lights. Hold on, we do have some dash lights. Let's put her in a... Oh, someone left it in neutral. Okay. Okay. Check engine light immediately. 146,000 miles. Runs good. You know, I got to check that air conditioning. Like, immediately got to check the air conditioning, and let's check the old clutch. Oh yeah, she moves. Wow. Okay, that clutch is a little on the light side, guys. Uh-oh. Now watch this. Okay, so it doesn't shift. Watch this. Neutral. Pump that pedal a couple times. There we go. It should go backwards. Okay. I already know what the problem is because we had this problem recently on a Tiburon. Anybody remember that? By the way, air conditioning works. It's a good little car. Important window. It sure does. Express down. Very impressive. Look at that interior. Look at that interior. It is absolutely beautiful. The body is in great shape. I don't see any hail damage. I know what's wrong with this. It's like a $30 or $40 part, guys. No big deal. So there'll be a slave cylinder somewhere, or maybe it runs off of the brakes. Hopefully not. I think in the Tiburon I worked on, there was a separate slave cylinder, but I don't see one on here. Anyway, sorry, slave master cylinder is what I'm trying to say. Slave master cylinder. Anyway, the problem is going to be, you can't see it. You just can't see it. It's somewhere down there. Yeah, you just can't see it, guys. But anyway, down below here, somewhere right around there, there's going to be a nice little slave cylinder that has most likely blown its front seal or is in the process of leaking through the front seal. It's going to need to be replaced. It's a cheap part. It's easy to replace. Quick and simple. Put some new fluid, bleed it out, and down the road this thing goes. So I'm sure, I'm fairly certain whoever got rid of this probably thought that, oh no, it's a transmission problem, you know, probably needs a transmission or a clutch. And I can also tell you, when you let off the clutch this far, the car leaps. It just jerks forward. It's ready to go. All you gotta do is let off the clutch that much. That's way too good of a clutch, guys. You don't want your clutch that good. It's just a lack of hydraulic pressure is what it is. It's a severe lack of hydraulic pressure. You could probably bring a can of brake fluid and you could probably get this thing home with no issue. Get it in the garage and start working on it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go ahead and bid on this one. This is one of those. Oh yeah, look, the floor mats are even back here, guys. There's your brake fluid. There's your brake fluid. So I'm pretty certain that it has just started leaking. Okay, it's not probably spewing out to the point where it's undrivable yet, but it will get there. You got your spare tire, your jack, your tools, everything. Good, nice body, clean interior, smells good. Doesn't look like somebody had been smoking in it or anything. This is a good one. This is a good one. If you can get it for the cheap, this is a good one. So yeah, let's throw a bid on it. See what happens. Well, guys, I'm torn on this one. I am torn on this one. Obviously, it's a clean title and all of that, with good tires and a nice body. 146,000 miles. It says primary damage mechanical. I think we figured that part out, right? It's listed appropriately, though. It really is. Like, you got to give them credit there. They knew something wasn't right with it, and they listed that appropriately. Like, that means a lot to someone like me. That means a lot. Honesty goes a long way. 22 hours, no bids, buy it now for $900. What is this thing worth? Hell, I don't know. I don't know. But $900, it's, ooh, that's hard to beat. That's hard to beat, guys. Tell me what you're thinking. Should we buy it for $900? You know, it'll probably be like $1,250 out the door. Or should we take our chances and bid on it and hope we get it cheaper? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a starting bid of $400 with a maximum bid of $750. Okay, $400. Why? That seems awful high. Well, $400 because I know what's wrong with this car. I know exactly what this car needs. And this is a simple car to fix, and this is one that's going to be a great car from somebody. This, I'm telling you, will be a car that will last somebody a long, long time. I can tell it was very well cared for. And for that, it makes it worth it to me to start it out at $400. People are going to see this with mechanical damage, and they're going to see that $400 bid, and they're going to run away. They're going to be like, nah, not even interested. Okay? And $750, because honestly, I just don't want to pay $900 for it. I don't. Hopefully we win the auction and we can drive this home. So here you have it, a 99 Lexus RX 300 with some Primewell Valera HTs. Is it a full set? It looks like it might be. Yes, we got two out of 4. You got the nice pearl white color. I love this color on the Lexus. Got that gold lower piece right there. Very nice two-tone. Very nice. Yeah, full set of Primewell Valera HTs. 174,000 miles on the clock, and she is a good-looking SUV. She really is. So far, it smells great. Something about Lexus or Lexus owners, I don't know what it is, but 9 times out of 10, these things smell like, that's a non-runner. They smell awesome. They smell amazing. Now, one of the things that scares me about this one is it's got a little dealer sticker on it. And, you know, that, not necessarily a bad thing, just, it does concern me. And I just like to point that out. Oh, new car scent. I don't know, it smells good without that new car scent. She's dead as a doornail. Of course. Let's pop the hood. So what do you think? This is going to have, isn't this that 4-cam V6? Yeah, it's a timing belt motor. And it's just got me kind of wondering, like, I wonder if the timing belt went on it, you know? That always concerns me with a timing belt engine is how long does it have left? When is it going to go? Did it already go? Well, it says timing belt replacement record. It was replaced at 88,083. 88,083. Well, my suspicions, I feel, are almost certainly confirmed. If it's got 174,000 miles on it, and the belt was replaced at 88,000, that's just under 100,000 miles, which is on the high side of the life expectancy of one of these timing belts. Generally, timing belt service is recommended around 60 to 100,000 miles, varying upon vehicle, of course. But between 60 and 100,000 is usually, you know, that's usually the max. And this thing is sitting at almost 100,000 on the timing belt. I suspect it's a timing belt. In fact, I suspected it was a timing belt when I first saw it. I was like, dang those timing belt engines, man. And I know there's nothing wrong with a timing belt engine. I know there's people out there that just love a timing belt motor. They really do. I hate them. Hate timing belt motors. Because I think to myself, Lexus, you built a hell of a vehicle here, man. You did. This engine, back in its day, this was a phenomenal engine, man. I mean, it was really something. It was. Not so much by today's standards, but, you know, think of how many more of these would still be on the road. These things lasted. The only problem, their weak point, honestly, is the damn timing belt. Like, if you had just skipped the timing belt and put a timing chain on it, just imagine how many more of these would be on the road. Now, maybe that's the point, though, right? Maybe you don't want a whole bunch of these on the road because you want people to go out and buy new ones, right? You know, the economy's not going to keep going if people don't buy things because the products are so good that nobody needs to replace them. And we are a throwaway society. Let's see. What do you think? Ooh. Ooh, that don't sound good. Yes, my foot is on the brake. Oh, you can't even take it out of park? I hear the fuel pump. I hear the starter click. And you can't, this doesn't even move. Huh. Well, guess what, guys? This doesn't run. Oh, this window is down, too. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. I didn't even realize the window was down. Did that happen when I, yeah, that happened. That must have happened when I put the battery on. Okay. Gotta love these foreign cars, right? Damn window rolled down all on its own. Okay, well, you know, now we know. It doesn't start. Now, does this mean that the engine's locked up? No, not at all. Does this mean the timing belt is broken? Absolutely not. It can have a bad starter, guys. It really could. It could be as simple as a bad or a faulty starter. It could also be as serious as it ran out of oil and seized. It could also be the timing belt broke, wrapped itself around the crank, and has seized up the engine. You remove the belt, and it may spin. The other thing is this an interference motor? I don't know. Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna say probably. Oh, guys. Well, I guess there you have it. There is no oil. No oil. I guess at this point, it could have thrown a rod and all of its oil out with it. I think at this point, the one thing we can be certain of is that we are not interested in this Lexus RX 300. And with that, I do have to get out of here. I know the video was short, and I'm sorry it's the only one that we're gonna have. There should be more walk-around videos coming later in the week, though, so stay tuned for that. Unfortunately, like I said, it was just kind of slim pickings out here this week, and sometimes that happens, guys. I guess in reality, that's a good thing, right? I mean, it's not good for business, but it's good that less people have lost their vehicles, less people have been in accidents and hurt. So, you know, I can't really complain about it because that would just kind of be awful. So I guess I'm kind of thankful that we're a little sparse over here today. Now, I got to get out of here because we are doing a final walkthrough of the new house with the builder, and there are still a few minor issues that you know, I gotta talk to him about and make sure they get that corrected before we sign those final documents and take possession of the new house. That's crazy. That's crazy. I've never had a mortgage. I never thought there would be a day that I'd be able to actually get a mortgage. Coming from my background, okay, not college educated, dropped out of high school, went to Guthrie Job Corp here in Oklahoma, got my GED with honors at the age of 16, got my CNA, and basically just worked odd jobs my entire life. Everything from construction work, I did electrical, electrical roughing in and stuff like that, you know, outlets and all of that stuff. Roughing in is it's a sucky job, guys. It sucks, but it's a job and it paid the bills, you know what I mean? I've worked fast food places, Burger King, Taco Bell, Taco Bueno, Papa John's delivering pizza, Domino's delivering pizza, Burger King, McDonald's. Actually, I quit McDonald's my first night, so I don't think we can count McDonald's. I have worked a lot of jobs. I've worked retail, you know, I've worked at Walmart, and I guess the point is, I've done a lot of things, a lot of things. And believe it or not, I know some of you aren't gonna believe this, I was actually a mechanic for a while at Pep Boys. A mechanic. Can you say mechanic and Pep Boys in the same sentence? I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. But anyway, I think the point is I've been around, man. I've done lots of things, and most of my jobs have been just blue-collar, labor-intensive jobs because that's what I could do. And I wanna make it very clear to everybody, that'll never change with me. I'm not the guy that's ever gonna look at somebody and be like, oh, he works with his hands. Dude, you're me. I'm like, come on now. I don't care how nice of a house I ever end up living in. I don't care how nice of a car I drive. At the end of the day, that is still me. I'm still the guy that's always worked with his hands. Granted, I don't do nearly as much as I used to. And in my opinion, that's a good thing. You know, I do enjoy what I do, but my dad always told me work smart, not hard. And some people, for some reason on here, get offended by that. I was raised by those words. Now, my dad's different than me. He wasn't a very good guy, I'll start with that, but some of the things he taught me were actually really good, you know, and that work smart, not hard. He went to college, he graduated high school, he graduated college, he went into the Air Force, and he served his time in Shimmy, Alaska. He was an electronic engineer. Yeah, an engineer. An engineer, what does that mean? That is not somebody on YouTube that just throws some stuff together and says, hey, I'm an engineer. Okay, or fixes something and says, I'm an engineer. That is not an engineer, okay? An engineer actually requires a degree, really. You should really, not requires, you should really have a degree before you call yourself an engineer. I can honestly say, I'm not an engineer. I think most of you know that, right? But my dad is. He's legit an engineer. He's a guy that can take nothing and turn it into something that actually works and functions. And you're just kind of like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. Well, his idea was work smart, not hard. He wanted to see me succeed in more of a white-collar industry instead of, you know, a laborious job. And unfortunately for him, I was a big disappointment, I think, because I did all the odd jobs of picking up, I started as a laborer, picking up garbage, you know, all the leftover construction stuff, bricks from finished houses, woods, nails. Like, I have done so many odd jobs, it would literally blow your mind. Most people don't even know that about me. But I wanted to throw that out there in this video because I get a lot of people that think because I'm buying this new house, I built a new house, or because I have some nice cars, that I've become some kind of snob and That is so far from the truth, man. You see me getting these cars all day long. In fact, I think I feel more comfortable in these cars than I do in my nice ones. You know what I mean? This will always be me. But at the same time, you know, when you start succeeding in life, don't you want to better yourself? Don't you want to live better and have better things? Of course you do. I can't tell you if that's right or wrong, but for me, it feels right. So I hope the majority of you are happy for me that, you know, together we have built a hell of a channel, and you guys have been with me for a hell of a journey. A lot of you remember me from the days when I drove for Uber and Lyft, and I had a small channel with 40,000 subscribers. In fact, it was just 3 years ago. I had 42,000 subscribers on YouTube 3 years ago. Today I have 300 and almost 13,000 subscribers right now. So I got to give a big shout out and thank you to all of you that have been here with me, that have followed me through all this mess that I've been through, and that are still here today. To all you new subscribers, you missed out on a lot, but there's a lot of videos you can go back and watch. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got a lot to do, and I got to ride that bike home. So thank you so much to all of you. I want to give just a very special thank you and shout out to all of you for making this possible for me. I truly do appreciate it. Thank you, each and every one of you. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I'm going to bounce. Stay safe out there. I'm not even going to tell you to subscribe or none of that stuff. I'm not going to tell you to check out my merch. I'm not going to tell you to click the like button, and I'm not going to tell you to comment below. Just stay safe out there. I'll catch you all very soon in the next one.